Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Rosh from the Poor Millennial Mom, and this channel is all about cash stuffing, budgeting, and debt repayment. So if you're into that, please stay tuned. Today was supposed to be a cash stuffing video, but if you live in Canada, you know that today, the day that I'm filming, July 8th, I think it's July 8th, all of the Rogers telecommunications network went down, and that affected Interact and banking across the country. So, I haven't been able to take any money out because the ATMs at my bank are down, and my debit card isn't working, and some of my credit cards aren't working. By the way, this is a good reason you should always have at least 2 credit cards. Even if you don't use them, just have them and keep them open, because you never know when something like this could happen and the only thing that works is your Visa. It's very bizarre. Anyways, so instead, I decided to film, and I meant to do this earlier this year in June, but I'm going to film my financial goals for, well, 2022, but my short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. So, let's see. I created this. I will have it up for sale in my Etsy shop pretty soon here, so click on the link below if you want a copy. But the way we're doing this is we're doing short-term, medium-term, and long-term. The year that I'm doing this is 2022, and I'm just going to talk you through my goal setting. What do I want to achieve in the next year? What do I want to achieve in the next 5? And what do I want to achieve long-term? So, yeah, okay, so short-term. Biggest short-term goals: pay off my Fido card, and then pay off Tangerine, and then the other one is that I really want to save up 3 months, a minimum of 3 months of bills, and so that is a big goal of mine. So Fido, let's see, I don't remember what the exact number is, so let's call it 2,100. Tangerine is about 3,000. And my monthly bills are somewhere around 2,500, so we'll say that's 7,500. Now, that is like 12, what is that? So 10, 12, $12,600 that I want to achieve in the next year, so somewhere around $1,050 a month. I'm going to be honest, that's probably not going to happen unless I magically get a well-paying job. But my biggest priority here is this one, and then this one, and then this one. And the reason for that is I need to get out of high-interest credit card debt because, well, it's dragging down my budget. And then I want to save up 3 months of bills because I just think that's very important for financial stability, is to have the money available just in case something does happen, like, I don't know, a global pandemic. You know, something where you can be okay for a little while. Yeah, so that means that my short-term goals are $12,600. And then that's going to take us to medium term. So medium term is 1 to 5 years from now. So, okay, that's 2023. 1 to 5 years. So let's see, it's 2022. So 2027 is when I want to have these achieved. So let's see. I want to pay off my RBC card. That one currently has, I believe, 9,500. Keep in mind, I'm not doing this having cross-referenced my other videos, so I'm not actually sure what these amounts are. So we're just going rough, okay? So 9,500 for RBC, and then 6 months of bills. That's probably going to be the same. So 7,500 times 2 is 15,000. And then one of my big goals is to build my investment account up. I haven't really talked about investing on this channel, but I do have some videos coming up where I'm going to be talking about how you can invest on a low income, because that's something I don't really see a lot of people talk about. You know, oh geez, my nails. Anyways, investing is something I don't really see a lot of people talk about unless they're investing like $1,000 a month. But regular people don't have $1,000 a month. We have like 25. And it's possible for us to invest our money too. So I'll have some videos on that coming up. But I want to get my investment account to $25,000. Actually, let's rewrite that for consistency. And that, I think, will get me a decent passive dividend stream going. You know what, guys? I know a lot of these are like pie in the sky, and I'm just like, what? How? Good question. I'll talk about that once I'm done with this. So, okay, that's 49,500. That is also a lot of money. Jeez, that is more money than I currently have, that's for sure. And then long-term. So long-term goals are like 5 to 10 years out. So we're in 2022, so that's 2032. And I want to take a minute to talk about these a little bit more. Long-term goals for me, a lot of them are tied to when my kids are adults. That sounds bad. So my son is going to be 20 years old. No, 19 years old in 2032. So he will be an adult, and that means my daughter will be a teenager. And honestly, y'all, I'm so looking forward to that. I mean, I love my kids. I love spending time with my kids. But I also want to be looking forward, and I want to be thinking about what my life is going to look like when they're not here anymore. And by that I mean when they've moved out, they've gone to college, they're living their own lives. They don't need mom paying their bills for them, right? So these long-term goals are a little more selfish. Not that the rest of these aren't, but a lot of this, like getting out of credit card debt, is going to provide a better life for my family, right? But saving up to live in a van, that's going to be just me, you know? It's just going to be me. So on that note, long-term goals, investments of, what did I say up there, 25? So I want to double my investments to $50,000. I want to save up some money. I want to actually have 1 year of living expenses. So that is going to be 20... Y'all, I'm terrible at math. I really should have grabbed a calculator here. So 6 months of bills is $15,000, so $30,000. And you know what? That might change. It might be that by the time 2030 rolls around, my bills are way higher. Who knows? This is a rough guide based on the income I've been living with for the past 4 years. You know, fingers crossed that I end up making more than that, but like, I know I can live on this amount. This is just a bare bones amount. So that's kind of where that thinking is. And then I also want to save up to travel a little bit, to maybe try van life or SUV life or whatever it's called. So I want to save up a few dollars there. So let's say, I don't know what a good amount is for this. Let's say like 20,000. So that's $100,000 that I want in the next 10 years. That's a lot of money. Okay, we're going to zoom out here, and I'm going to walk you through how I break this down, okay? So, the reason I'm doing this goal planning is because I want to kind of look ahead at my financial future. I want to figure out where I'm going, so I have a roadmap for myself. And so, for example, I know that by the end of 2023, or middle of 2023, these are the goals I want to reach. And the total of those goals is $12,600. So if we divide that by 12, that is about $1,050 a month. Now, the only way for me to hit that is for me to get a better job. So that gives me another goal to reach towards, is to make more money. Within the next year, I want to double my income. And I'm going to do that through getting a traditional job. But that is going to keep me driven. I'm going to be going, you know, okay, does this let me hit my financial goals? Does this give me the quality of life that I want? Does this do, you know, like, what is it? What is my driving force? What is my why? If you guys follow the Budget Mom, you know she talks about why. And even in Your Money or Your Life, which is the book that I read that got me kind of started on this money journey thing. I think this is actually an older edition. I also have the newer edition on my iPad. But you have to figure out why you're doing this. That is so important, because if you don't know why, then you're going to get lost. And you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be like, why am I doing this? Why do I care? What is my driving purpose? And I don't like that feeling. So I'm using this planning technique to get in touch with that, to figure that out. Okay, so we know that in the next year I need to be paying off or saving $1,050 a month. Fingers crossed. I hope you guys will cheer me on with that. For example, if you like this video, if you like this channel, please subscribe. I am trying to get monetized here and trying to pull up a little bit of income that way. But the next thing we have here is, I cannot find my calculator. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the next amount we have here is $49,500. So we're going to punch that into here. And 5 months, or 5 years times 12, that's 60. So divide that by 60. That is $825 a month. That's a lesser amount, because we have a longer time horizon that we're going over to reach that goal. So that's kind of cool. And let's say I reach these, and then I hit all of them before the year is up, and then I can move on to these ones even faster. So that's really cool. It's funny, because in the short term you look at it and you're like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. And then over the long term it becomes even less and less and less, you know? But let's go on to long term. Now, the other thing I want to point out is your goals can change, and that's okay. So often we only look at the short term and we go, I gotta get this done, and then we don't know what to do after that. So this can change. I might decide that I actually am very claustrophobic and do not want to live in a van, and then I'll take $20,000 out of this long-term goal, and then it'll only be $80,000. Or maybe I'll want to get my investment account up, or maybe my living expenses have gone up, or they've gone down. You don't know, right? But anyway, so 100,000. Let's see, so that was 5 years was 60, so times 2, 120. So divided by 120, and we have 833. Okay, so see what I mean? These are big numbers. These are big numbers. This is less of a big number, right? So, yeah, this is how I'm kind of planning my financial life going forward. And if you look at this and you have any suggestions for me, I would love to hear them. I would love to know what you are planning. What are your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals? How are you planning to achieve them? Again, if you like this sheet, you can find it on my Etsy shop. It's going to be about $1 Canadian, so I don't know what that is in America dollars, but probably like 75 cents, because the exchange rate is terrible. But yeah, and if you find this helpful, let me know. I really appreciate you watching. I appreciate you spending time with me here, and I will see you again soon. Hopefully by the next time I want to film a cash stuffing, I will have cash to stuff, and they will have figured out what was going on with the Interact stuff here in Canada. But yeah, thank you so much. If you've stayed to the end, I know this one has been kind of different, and I also know that it's been a little more rambly. I'm kind of trying something new where I just talk through stuff with you guys instead of coming in with it fully formed, because I want to show you what my process is, and I want you to see that it really is personal, how you set your life up, how you set up your finances. It's a really personal thing, and we all have different goals, we all have different lives. So yeah, if you're also on a debt repayment journey, we're in this together and you can do it. And if you enjoyed the channel, leave a comment, please subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Oh, jeez. Bye.